Let's talk about it. So I took a hiatus in October, and I needed the break because things was just happening all over my life. So I just wanted to take a break, get transitioned into a new organization. Professionally speaking, I was with an organization for a job that I was there for almost 6.5 years, and I had to chunk the deuces and leave that organization. So I wanted to transition into a new organization. If you follow me on Facebook, you know I made that announcement months ago, but I'm still here and I'm kicking it and getting acclimated, shall I say? And I'm back, and I wanted to come back with the episode definitely to let y'all know what I've been up to. So in October that happened, and then in December I wanted to come back in January, and I was ready to do that, and then my aunt passed away at the top of the year. So definitely, if you again follow me on Facebook, you know I shared some photos, and I'll share some now as I speak, because my aunt was certainly someone who had been around me since the birth, like most aunts are around their nephews and nieces all their lives. So my aunt passed away, and I really couldn't come back after that and give you guys an episode with fresh content, and even talking to somebody each and every week as I do here. I couldn't even have energy to give that episode. So I took an extended hiatus, and here we are in March, y'all. And March brings, I think, a lot of joy because it's the time we set the clocks back, so it's not dark outside. When you wake up, it's kind of bright, and then at the end of the day, you still have some sunlight. So March is a good time to come back anyway, and we're transitioning to a lot of the warmer weather in cold places. So y'all know I'm in dirty, dirty Dallas, so it is nice here, but in other places, it's going to get warmer, and then yeah, that's what we're doing. And then in March, it's kicking off March, I want to say a happy birthday to my mom. She turned 60 years old on Tuesday. So happy birthday, mom. Definitely love you. I know you are still turning up. It is Thursday, and you are still in Vegas. So good luck on all your winnings in Vegas. Bring home some of that cash, but also celebrate as much as you can. Enjoy your 60th. But we'll be back in Vegas. If y'all didn't know, Anita Baker. Man, Anita Baker made a post and said, listen, I'm coming back to Vegas. And I thought it was a lie in itself, but it came from the queen herself. So Anita Baker is coming back to Las Vegas for a residency at the Venetian Hotel. That's going to be Memorial Day weekend. She's kicking it off, but she'll be back the following weekend, June 4th and June 3rd. I said it backwards, but that's when she's going to come, and it will give you more show. And it's been rumored that she's actually going to do some more shows past June 3rd, so and June 4th. So keep locked in on Anita Baker Twitter page, because I am locked in on it as well. But I'll be in Vegas celebrating with my mom for her 60th birthday. We're going to just celebrate all year long. So for her birthday, she already knows this, but we'll be in Vegas turning up with Anita Baker, legendary queen, icon, all of that stuff. So the tickets haven't been released yet for purchase, but keep your eyes out on those dates and for the tickets. So I'm going to Vegas June. So that's what I'm doing. Also, I want to give a shout out to my grandmother who turned 86 years old. So during this hiatus, I was happy to celebrate virtually with her. She turned 86 years old on February the 19th. So 219, happy birthday, Grams, a grandma. I shared the photos of her from past and up until now, and you can see that she's an ageless, timeless beauty. She's the matriarch of our family, the queen, as I say all the time. So happy birthday, Grams, and wish you many, many more. 86 years, goddamn. Like if I can just get to, 86, definitely, and beyond. But 86 years of finessing the game for sure. And also my son, who's way beyond, or not beyond, but below that, my son just turned 2 years old on February the 26th. So it's been popping for the Pisces. So shout out to my Pisces out there. But his birthday was on February the 26th, and he turned 2 years old. Happy birthday to my son, Echo, who's been running around the house, keeping things busy. And the littlest one is always the head of the pack. So that's what he's doing, holding it down in the house, making sure we stay in line. So that's what's happening during this hiatus for me in terms of birthdays. Been celebrating with those folks and many other folks whose birthdays been out there for the month of February. Happy birthday to you. And I miss coming back because I really want to come back for Black History Month. So shout out to all my Black entrepreneurs out there, my Black college alumni and current students, my Black owned businesses. Shout out to you all. Continue to finesse the game. Hit me up. I would love to talk with you on my platform about what you're doing, about your journey. FinesseMediaGroup.com is my website, or you can email me, finessemediagroup@gmail.com. Hit me up. Let me know you want to come on the podcast and talk about your HBCU or talk about your business. If you're a Black-owned business, I certainly want to talk with you. But if you're not a Black-owned business, let's be very clear, because my supporters go all different ages and different races and the whole bit. So if you are a business, and whoever you are, white, Black, green, hit me up, Finesse Media Group at gmail.com. Let me know that you want to come on the show, and I would love to interview you and have you on as one of my finesses. Speaking of, and y'all know I'm keeping it nice with the red wine as well, but keeping up with finesses and people who or folk that has been finessing the game, that you know it. Jimmy and his sister Shirley Jackson, they both are finesses of this podcast. And on next week, y'all, listen, next Thursday, you don't want to miss my conversation with Jimmy Jones, the Silent King, the author, but he's also blossomed into of entrepreneur as he started as anyway. This guy's coming on the podcast next Thursday. You don't want to miss it for episode 7. I'm playing this episode from last season in the background. You can check it out. It's on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe if you're not. Finesse Media. The Finesse Media podcast on YouTube, but check that episode out. But he's coming back to talk about more things that he has going on. He has a apparel line, so that is off the chain. If you have not checked it out, I'll be talking to him about that. And then also his book. He's doing something different. I think he remastered the book, The Silent King. If you haven't got it or read it, make sure you go to Amazon.com because the book is phenomenal. I read through it from cover to cover, and we talked about it on this episode. So Jimmy, I can't wait to talk with you, my brother, and his sister Shirley Jackson, who also was on this podcast before. She has continued to finesse the game right here in Dallas, Texas. So I love for her to come back on and give us some knowledge and update on how the market is going, because prices, as you know, is skyrocketing from meat to meatloaf, all the way to the gas prices. So that's for sure, for sure. If y'all see some smoke, that's just some incense that's going on, and some good effects, if I may say so. So what else been going on? I got a little list over here. What else I've been doing in the pandemic? Oh, listen. I also want to send my condolences 100% to my soror, good friend to the show. A few of them, actually, all of them, Celeste, Celicia, and Selena Johnson, the Thompson sisters. They lost their father, Hall of Famer blues singer, Seal Johnson. Certainly want to give my condolences and love to that family. Also to Brenda Thompson, their mom, sending love and light and healing energy and comfort and whatever I can virtually to you ladies. If I was there to hug you and hold you, I would certainly love to be doing that. Seal Johnson is a legend, definitely a legend, a Hall of Famer, no doubt, and more deserving of every accolade he has received. He's the most sampled artist actually out, and so many of the artists that we know has sampled his music, from Kanye West, Jay-Z, and he's actually known to be a guy who will sue you for not getting his clearance on his music. So born and raised, I believe from Chicago. I believe he is from Chicago. I could be wrong, but I had a chance to meet Seal a couple of times while working with Selena Johnson. And I'll tell you, he is a fun time. He says what he means, and he definitely is about the business. And I think in that part, I see in the girls, I see in the women, Selena, Celette, and Celicia. I mean, their mom, she's certainly a queen in her own right, as being one of the first. She broke history as well, doing something with the Polish department. I can't remember. I don't want to get it wrong, but look her up, Brenda Thompson. So, but they come from good stock. But this man, Seal Johnson, a talent, a musician, and someone we'll certainly miss. So rest in peace, Mr. Seal Johnson, and my love to Salat and Selena and Celicia during your bereavement time. But I want to bring it up because I want to let you know that Celicia was one before the hiatus to come on the podcast. So hopefully I can reach back out to her. We can secure a date, and we'll get more advice and knowledge and what she's been up to. She's put out a lot of projects on Fox Soul, that network. She's partnered up with, I believe, someone within Fox Soul, but the girl is kicking butt. She's my sorority sister, so I can't wait to bring her back on. Also coming up is one of the youngest entrepreneurs ever to join the podcast. That's Keontae. He was also set to come on. So he is the CEO, owner of Trending Mindset. I can't wait to talk to him because he is going to bring energy. He is going to bring his product and his design. I've wore a couple of his apparels on my Twitter or my Facebook page. So if you see it, you saw it. I can't wait to talk with him, and he can tell you his journey. But one of the youngest entrepreneurs to have on this podcast. So I cannot wait to bring Keontae on, CEO, founder of Trending Mindset. And then I got to bring it up with some comedy too. You know, coming up is still March, but it's Women's Month also. So I'm going to probably have at the end of the month one of my good friends who's a friend to the show as well, the original Bad Girls of Comedy comedian, actress Lunel. That's right, y'all. You've seen her on this podcast a couple of times. You could check her out on the YouTube channel. We had a good time. We always have a good time. So Lunel is set to join us later this month, and I can't wait for y'all to see what she's been up to, touring with Cat Williams. They got 100-city tour. I think they've knocked out maybe 50 tours or cities or states, wherever you are. They have touched your place or somewhere near it, I'm sure. But check her out. Lunel is doing her thing on the road with Cat Williams and a lot of other funny comedians that you may know. So check her Instagram page out or her YouTube channel, Hey Lunel. So I can't wait to talk to Lunel. But y'all, listen, this pandemic has been kicking our butt. Hopefully you guys are being safe out there in whatever way you're doing it. And my condolences and love to anyone that has lost anyone due to the pandemic. I also want to give love to one of my good friends, Lauren. Shout out to you, Lauren Ellington. You are one of my great friends, and also my sorority sister, my LS, my CS, and my Chicago sister, and just really someone that has always been there. So I want to thank you publicly for your gift. I am wearing it. It is a photo of me and my aunt when we were I was young. I wouldn't ever say she aged, so she stayed her age, but I was certainly young on this photo, and Lauren had this made for me. So thank you so much, Lauren, for it. Again, it's very sentimental, and I wear it as much as possible. I don't wear it daily because I treasure it so much, but I wanted to wear it on this episode so that I can publicly say to you, thank you so much. And it really meant a lot. It really, really meant a lot to me. But y'all, listen, I'll tell you this season 4, I'm going to continue to bring you people that I think that's finessing the game. And hit me up again. If you think people are finessing the game, let me know. Hit me up, finessemediagroup@gmail.com, or you can hit me up on Instagram, Finesse Media, or you can tweet me, Finesse Media, however you want to do it, or I'm on Facebook, Ken Finesse Media. So thank you for your support. And I'm going to get out here on this episode, y'all. And join me next week with the author, the CEO, and my homeboy from Chicago, Illinois, Jimmy Jones, joining us again for another great episode, giving us energy, giving us his story unapologetically, but so humbly. So I'm so proud of that brother, and I'm so happy to talk with him. Before I go, I want to let you know what I did do most recently. I had a good time, and I want to shout out to friends of the show, the Baduas. Shout out to Tehran and Lala, and also Duran. I had a good time at the Erica Badu's live from Badu Butron tour. It finally landed here in Dallas, Texas, but we Dallas folks, we got an extra treat because we were able to celebrate with the Queen on her birthday. She turned 51 this year, so happy birthday, Queen Badu. And we really did have a good had a good time there. We really did. We really did have a good time. And those brothers and that sister, they perform behind the Queen as background singers, but they are entertainers and they are talented musicians in their own right. So thank you for giving love. And also I want to play one of my favorite clips from the concert. Here it is right here. Listen, that was so so good. Look, Badu is amazing, electrifying, magical. So shout out to Badu. Happy birthday once again. Shout out to Dallas, Texas. You guys continue to support the podcast and support this, what I got going. So I'll see you next week with episode 7 with Jimmy, the Silent King Jones, and keeping it moving and keeping it hot. And we're going to do this the whole season long. Season 4 of the Finesse Media Podcast. Welcome back. I'm so happy that I'm back with you. And thank you for your support. I'll see you next week with something brand new. Peace.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to your grandma.
This has been another edition of the Finesse Media Podcast. Join us again next week for the latest news from HBCUs. Special guest